What's up, y'all? Want to do a little quick story. I might get interrupted by a tech support call, so we'll just pause it. I don't know why Apple um, changed that feature where they said that, like when you're doing a recording and you want to stop recording. I don't know why they changed that feature where you can't just pause the recording. I don't know if I got to do an OS update. This is the newest iOS. I don't know why they changed that. They should have kept that going. But I want to do a story. Let me take a look at this real quick. This is a quick story time I wanted to do a while ago. But like in my first book, I had all these different people that I met along my life that I kind of but they became a part of my journey, and these people I met, there was good people and there was bad people. And so I want to do a quick Big Rob story. It's one of my homies I met. He was from Chicago, real big dude. He was real quiet when I met him. I met him in one of my first positions when I was doing an internship. And we kind of locked in pretty quick. We had a lot of the same ideologies and morals and values when it comes to dealing with people and things such as loyalty and stuff like that. And around this time, like I told y'all, I was doing an internship and I was able to work on desktops. So I was selling desktops at work. I had my mixtapes and everything, and I was just grinding. I was grinding it out. And I remember, I think around the time when I told y'all when I found out I had diabetes and my blood sugar was really, really extremely high. And around that time I had a Dodge Spirit. And in December, kind of around that time, maybe a little bit before December, I talked about that white Bonneville with the leather seats. And I remember when I got it, and some of my homies was like, oh man, they got the leather, and they had that 3.8. We always liked them 3800 engines. They had bulletproof engines, really good engines. I bought that from Big Rob for $400. Now it started bouncing. It was bouncing a lot, so I had to get the shocks done. But he sold me that car for $400. And he bought a desktop for me for like $400, kind of within like the first couple months and stuff. And I think around that same time, I bought my Tudo. I gotta find some old pictures of my Tudo LeSabre. I was gonna throw a 350 in it around the time. This was in my early 20s and stuff like that. So I was working, and I was hustling on the side. So I had a pretty good hustle thing going on. So I had both of those rides, I think, at the same time. I ended up selling the Bonneville. I should have kept it. But I remember the first time we had went out, it was me and one of my other guys. He took us out. There was like a club out there in Burnsville, filled up our gas tanks. The hospitality, you know what I'm saying? You really don't find that amongst a lot of people. And so we always kept in contact. But one of the funniest things, he used to say stuff, man. It used to just be funny as hell, man. It would just be hilarious. I used to always keep him up to date with like the tech stuff and stuff like that. But like the funniest things, I think we were looking to do some work. I had a business that I rented out a property, and we were looking for some stuff to put stuff in the business. And we go to Office Depot, or we go to Menards or somewhere, and we see a guy walking. We were looking for something. I couldn't find it, and so I asked him. I said, "Hey man, let's go ask that dude." He said, "Man, don't ask him. He fat. He ain't gonna help." I started laughing. I said, "What?" I swear I could not breathe. I couldn't breathe for like for at least 5 minutes straight. My stomach was doubling. He said, "Man, don't ask him. He fat. He ain't gonna help." And I said, "Man, what would you say that for?" And he's like, "Man, because I'm fat." He said, "I ain't trying to help nobody. I ain't trying to help nobody in those stores. I'm just trying to walk around and eat snacks or something." He was just kind of just going off on him. And it was just hilarious. It was just random, just little random stuff. And so he would say stuff like that. He would just, So yeah, I mean, you got to get some good people around you. And that's one of my most memorable stories. We used to always go to this little restaurant, stuff like that on the weekends. This place out in Columbia Heights called Marinas and stuff. We get gyros, we sit and we eat the tea And you know, we would do that like religiously, like every week or every couple weeks or whatnot. We get together with me and my other guys, and we talk politics and we talk tech, and we would just, you know, we just sit there with the little Mediterranean tea and marinas. And no, but shout out to Big Rob, man. That was one of my stories. I'm gonna get another homie story at some point. You know, I had a lot of people that I mentioned in my first book. I mentioned the thank yous, but I didn't mention a lot of the storylines. That was part of the journey, you know. Some people I still keep in contact with to this day. So yeah, shout out to that brother, you know. I'm sure he's doing well. He's doing his thing. You know, I'm doing mine, and that's the Big Rob story. That's the Big Rob story. I want to make sure I put that in there. So I uploaded a thunderstorm video. It's 8 hours long. Let's run that up. Now you could come to the channel, you could jump on the thunderstorm video, and you could relax and do study, or you could play it while you're asleep. You could play it for your kids. So, you know, I had somebody make that video, and I think I'm gonna continue to make storm videos and stuff like that. You know, it's just good to have stuff like that, you know. So it's all good, man. Y'all go ahead, man, and I'm gonna add this to the story time, and you know, we'll keep it moving.